As Ryan said, we did open our season this weekend, and it's exciting times for Bison soccer. We've got a very young team. We got a lot of freshman playing time this weekend, and we had a good weekend with 1 win and 1 loss. We opened up with Belmont. Couldn't ask for a better start, scoring a minute and a half in the game. Freshman getting an assist to Anisha Kinrath, who was our leading scorer last year. So it was a great start for us. We got a 2-0 win against Belmont, and then, of course, we played the Gophers yesterday and really learned a lot about our team. Big Ten opponent, much more physical, much more faster than we were, and we really were beaten thoroughly by the Gophers. But we learned a lot with our young team. And we're getting ready for a great trip to New York this weekend where we face 2 very, very good opponents in Hofstra, who is a perennial power on the East Coast and played Penn State to a 2-1 game yesterday, and they're top 5 in the country right now. And we face St. John's out of the Big East on Sunday. So we're really taking our young team out against some quality opponents and testing them early. We did a good job this weekend, and we're expecting another good weekend ahead of us. But the excitement right now for us is the new chapter in Bison soccer, and it's the move to Dakota Field. We're extremely excited about our home opener on September 6th with the University of Idaho. This move really couldn't have happened without the support of some great people on our campus, in particular President Brashani, with his support for women's soccer and his interest in getting us a better home field to play. And he was very instrumental in this, along with Vice President Bruce Bollinger. And we want to thank Chris Hamry from Facilities Management. Obviously, Dakota Field hasn't been used since 1992, I think, for competition. So there was a lot of work that needed to be done, and these people were very integral in helping us get Dakota Field ready for our opener on September 6th. As a coach, we couldn't be more excited to be able to play under lights, have for the fans to have them so close to the field, and actually have a NCAA legal competition field is important for us. So we're really excited about the opener on September 6th. There's going to be a lot of excitement around campus with Taylor Swift across the way, but we think maybe some people will come out and watch the Bison soccer program. And this team's an exciting group. Like I said, we're very young. The upperclassmen are doing a great job of leading, and the freshmen have done a great job, and the new players of integrating themselves in the Bison soccer way. And we think we're going to have a very successful season.
You said you learned a lot from that Gophers loss, Coach. What type of things did you learn from it?
The biggest thing we learned was the physicality of college soccer. You know, the freshmen, the first day of preseason, realized from the upperclassmen how physical the game is, and the Gophers really showed us how physical the game can be. We didn't win the individual battles, and that was the big difference in the game. And the pace of the game is much different at that level. And I think for us, the learning curve was how physical we have to be, how much we have to compete, because that part of the game we did not win on Sunday, and giving up set-piece goals early on corner kicks, that cost us. And that's probably the biggest learning lesson for us right now with this young team is we've got to be more physical and compete harder.
Can you work on it, or you just tell them to be more physical?
You know, I tell you what, it's hard to work on it right now because we got a lot of banged up players. So we really haven't been able to train super, super hard because we've had to kind of, take the level down just to keep us healthy right now. It's something we have to address on a daily basis. You know, with my coaching staff this morning as reviewing the weekend, the one thing that kept coming back to us, we've got to compete harder, and how do we draw it out in practice? You certainly have to be able to do it in practice. Your individual defending is something you work on every single day, and hopefully we can get it out of them. I think that it will come. It's going to happen overnight. I think this weekend's going to be a big learning process for us, again, with 2 really good opponents, but by the time we get to the Summit League when it matters the most, they'll be ready for sure.
Coach, how much was the grass fields a hindrance to, I guess, developing your younger players, and now being on a regulation-sized field, how much do you think they can grow now being on an actual field?
You know, it's going to help us. We know when the big thing when you've got fast opponents is time and space on the ball, and a bigger field gives you more time and space on the ball. When you play on the old field at Ellig, it's very compact, and the younger kids are adapting to the pace. So the bigger field is going to help them a little bit with that. Obviously, the speed of Dakota Field, we have to be good on the ball. We have to be solid technically. Our passing has to be crisp. So that's an area where we've got to work on. I think scoring goals at home will be a little bit of a challenge early on just because the speed of the ball, the pass has to be almost perfect every time. The grass can sometimes let you get away with some poor passes because it slows the game up. But right now, the bigger field is going to help us. We've got a good, solid team technically, and I think once we get out there and get playing, it's going to be a great adjustment for us. All right, thank you.